Hello students, welcome to mathematics class. Students, this is part 9 of the chapter number system. In this part 9, we will continue the discussion on decimal representation of real numbers. Later we will go for solving questions from the exercise 1.3. Here, as a part of the representing a number of the form p by q into decimal form, we divide here 1 by 11 when you are finding, we divide 1 by 11, here 10 when I take decimal point, still 10 is less than 11. So, I have to take one more 0 after decimal point and make this 10 as 100. Now, 11 nines are is 99. So, 100 minus 99 is 1. Now, for the first 0, no need of taking any 0 in the decimal place, but this 10 remainder is less than 11. So, when I take one more 0, that time it is compulsory to take 0 here. So, 11 nines are is 99. So, 100 minus 99 is 1. This way 1 will be keep coming, and which requires that one remainder further dividing by 11 by taking 2 times 0, where when I am taking 1 beside 2 times 0 means here in decimal place 1 0 will be coming. So, the value of 1 by 11 in decimal form is 0.09090909 and so on. In short, we can write where 09 is repeating in the same order. So, 09 becomes the period. So, 0.09 bar we will write. Here the period is 09. We must write 09 compulsory, and periodicity is 2. So, here periodicity is 2 because 2 zeros are repeating, 2 digits are repeating in the same order. They are 0 and 9. Okay. This is how we convert 1 by 11 into p by q form. Moving on to the next question, 3 by 13. You know, when we have dividing 3 by 13, we will get first 0 we will take by taking decimal point. So, 13 twos is 26 and 4 comes as the remainder. Now, 4 0, if I take first 0, it becomes 40. So, 13 3 is 39, where 1 is the remainder. Now, when I take first time 0, this 10 is still less than 13. So, I have to take 1 0 here and make one more time here 0. So, now it is 13 sevens is 91, where the difference gives you 9. So, first time 0 I have taken, it becomes 90. 13 6 is 13 6 is 60 and 78. So, 78 when it is subtracted from 90 gives you 12, and now when I take 1 times 0, 13 nines is 117, and 120 minus 117 is 3. Now, I got back the given initial dividend. Okay. So, that means these digits will repeat in the same order. So, I can write this now 0.23076 bar. If I continue further, again same digits will come in the same order 230769, 230769. Thus, here period is 230769 is the period, and periodicity is 6. So, the digits which are repeating, let me neatly write it, the digits which are repeating in the same order will be called as period, and number of digits repeating will be called as periodicity. So, this is the P by Q form of this is the decimal form of 3 by 13. Okay. This is how we do it. Now, children, we know now whenever we convert a rational number of the form P by Q into decimal form, being two possibilities that I have already discussed with you in our previous class. Let me reiterate once again. To define rational numbers, we use this decimal form of the rational number. If the rational number of the form A by B, which means A divided by B, gives two situations. Whenever A is divided by B, we have a situation 1 if the remainder becomes 0. If the remainder becomes 0 while dividing, it means the decimal expansion is terminating. Whenever the remainder becomes 0 while dividing an integer by another integer, then the decimal expansion will be terminating. Next, for example, when 7 is divided by 8, we get 0.875, the terminating decimal expansion. And what would be the second situation? The second situation is if the remainder does not become 0 when we are dividing an integer A by another integer B, we get that decimal expansion being non-terminating but repeating or recurring. This repeating can also be called as recurring. For example, when 1 is divided by 7, we got the digits 1, 4, 2, 8, 5, 7 keep repeating in the same order. So, we got decimal expansion non-terminating, which means not ending, and repeating. Hence, the decimal expansion of the rational numbers could be either terminating or non-terminating but recurring. Okay? So, this is the definition which we give for a rational number. Then coming to the another important information which we have seen, let a number S is a decimal number whose decimal portion is 0.10, 10, 110, 1110, 11110. Could you see anywhere repeating? Hence, or anyway here it is non-terminating. This 3 dots etc. or dot dot dot, it means this is non-terminating. Here such number which is non-terminating and non-recurring. What is the name for such numbers which are non-terminating as well as non-recurring? So, this type of numbers we have already seen in our class 8. few I have given, meaning of them I said. Now we will learn in detail about these type of numbers. Notice that it is non-terminating and non-recurring. Therefore, from the property above, it is not a rational number, which we call it as an irrational number. So, as per the definition of rational number decimal form should be either terminating or non-terminating but recurring. Here you could see this set of numbers which are non-terminating and non-recurring. They are not rational numbers. Which are not rational numbers are called irrational numbers. Moreover, notice that you can generate infinitely many such irrational numbers similar to this. Yes. How could you generate? You can generate with so many different patterns 10, 20, 30, 40 and 50 and so on. This is also non-terminating and non-recurring. So, such infinitely many number of irrational numbers can be generated. Okay? And children, in your class 8th, while finding square root of numbers, you found that root 2 being some number whose decimal expansion will never terminating and even will not repeat also. Can I say root 2 is an irrational number? Yes, root 2 is an irrational number, root 3 is an irrational number, root 5 is an irrational number. You remember, all these numbers will have their decimal expansion being non-terminating and non-recurring. Okay? So, what about the famous irrational numbers such as root 2 and pi? Here are their decimal expansion up to certain stage. Root 2 value, if you find correct to 3 decimal places, you have got 414. But if I continue that process of finding square root of 2, you may not done physically. It's human work becomes very tedious, but using supercomputers, people have found the value of root 2 correct to or up to the decimal place maybe hundreds. Here to some stage I have given you root 2 is 1.414213562373095048801688. Nowhere you could see repetition. Similarly, the value of pi 3.14159265358979, nowhere you could see terminating or nowhere you could see that recurringness. So, these are again an irrational number, these are again irrational numbers because their decimal expansion is non-terminating and non-recurring. Note that we often take 22/7 as an approximate value of pi. Remember, 22/7 is an approximate value of pi. Pi is not at all equals to 22/7. If someone asks you why, what do you say? You are supposed to say that pi is an irrational number, pi is an irrational number, 22/7 is a rational number. How could a irrational number is equal to rational? So, it is an approximation, approximate value of pi is 22/7, not 22/7 is exact value. Pi value is 3.1415 like that, so on it is. It is an irrational number. Okay? Let me tell you interesting facts about this pi. Over the years, mathematicians have developed various techniques to produce more and more digits in the decimal expansion of irrational numbers. For example, you might have learned to find the digits in the decimal expansion of root 2 by the division method. in your class 8 you have done it. Interestingly, in the Vedic mathematics, that is somewhere in Vedic periods 800 BC to 500 BC, that is before Christ, that means somewhere before 2500 years, before that 2500 years is a very age old. Sulabha Sutras have given an approximate value of root 2 as 1 plus 1 by 3 plus 1 by 4 into 1 by 3 minus 1 by 34 into 1 by 4 into 1 by 3, and which is correct to 5 decimal places. Root 2 value will give 1.41425. So, notice that this is the same as the one given above or before for the first 5 decimal places. The history of the hunt of digits in the decimal expansion of pi is very interesting. These are all the historical notes of these irrational numbers. In fact, the Greek genius Archimedes was the first to compute digits in the decimal expansion of pi. He showed 3.140845 is less than pi is less than 3.142857. So, when it comes to the Indian great mathematician Aryabhatta, where lived in before Christ 476 to 550, the great Indian mathematicians is an astronomer who has written Lilavati Ganitam, found the value of pi correct to 4 decimal places, that is 3.1416. Using high speed computers nowadays and advanced algorithms, pi has been computed to over 1.24 trillion decimal places. 1.24 trillion decimal places correct to that pi value was found using advanced mathematics, advanced computers, advanced algorithms, okay, supercomputers. Okay. So, this is the history of pi and the value of pi. What is this exactly pi means? Children, remember, pi actually means the ratio between the circumference of a circle to its diameter. So, in any circle, if you divide circumference of it by its own diameter, you will get the pi value. They did extensive research on this and found the pi being somewhere approaching to a constant value, but not exact value. It is 3.14 and 2 something, that is the pi. Now, coming down to the another topic called irrational numbers. How do you define irrational numbers now? If we do the decimal expansion of an irrational number, then it would be non-terminating and non-recurring. So, this is we use to define irrational number. Irrational number is a number whose decimal expansion is neither terminating nor recurring. Okay, we say neither terminating nor recurring, which means same meaning. Non-terminating, non-recurring is called neither terminating nor recurring. So, irrational number is a number whose decimal expansion is neither terminating nor recurring. I will repeat once again. We define irrational number is a number whose decimal expansion is neither terminating nor recurring. Okay, children? So, the remainder does not become 0 and also not repeated. Example, root 2 is an irrational number, okay, which we found already using square root bar division method of long division method while finding square root of a number. Root 3 is an irrational number, again we found it. Pi is an irrational number, we got it as 1.14, I mean 3.14, 142, 1415 like that, up to 3 decimal places, 4 decimal places we can take. Then these are irrational numbers, and remember children, root 2 irrational numbers normally represented as r minus q, which means subtract or remove all rational numbers from the real number set, is subdivided into two types of irrational numbers. One, surd. Surds. Surds means, example for surds is root 2, root 3, okay, and cube root of 11. You will come to know all this. Cube root of 11, you know, cube roots we have already learnt, that is why I said. Even we can take fourth root of 10, okay, such you will come to know. These are called surds. Remember, root 4 is not a surd. Why? Question may come like this, because root 4 is equal to 2, it does not belongs to irrational number set at all. Understood? So, whenever I have the square root of a number found or a cube root of a number found, it should not be rational number, it must be first irrational to call it a surd. Understood? That is what you have to take. If it belongs to irrationals, then only the subset surd will come. Okay? You will come to know this definition in proper way later classes, in higher classes. Now, so surds are irrational numbers which are of the form nth root m, okay, nth root m. First, nth root m should be an irrational number, it should belongs to irrational number set, where m being positive and m being positive rational number, n being positive whole number, or you can say natural number where n cannot be 1. Okay. This we call it as index, you know, here we call it as index, n cannot be 1. So, the minimum is 2, n is natural number, m is belongs to the positive rational number. Okay. This radicand, m is called radicand, n is called index. Okay. You will come to know this in a proper way later. Now, irrational numbers are subdivided into surds, and another, what are the other things? They are transcendental irrationals, transcendental irrationals, TAL, transcendental irrationals. Which are transcendental irrationals? In previous slide I have shown S as 0.010, 110, 110, and so on. This is a transcendental irrational number. Okay. Every surd can be converted into decimal expansion of the form non-terminating, non-recurring, but a decimal expansion of non-terminating, non-recurring cannot be converted into surd form. Just transcendental only, it is just a transcendental. This pi is a transcendental irrational number. Its equivalent surd cannot be produced, exact surd of this equivalent cannot be produced. We can convert surd into decimal expansion, but decimal expansion into surd cannot be produced, not possible. Okay? From surd to decimal expansion, non-terminating, non-recurring can be produced, but non-terminating, non-recurring decimal expansion to surd cannot be produced. Such numbers are transcendentals. Okay? I hope this is clear for you. So, children, I will give one example of finding irrational number between any given two numbers. Then with that I will wind up this today's class. Here you have got find an irrational number between 1 by 7 and 2 by 7. Somebody asked you, you know 1 by 7 first. So, first find 1 by 7. When you find 1 by 7, you will get 0.142857 bar. This is 1 by 7. What is 2 by 7? You find 2 by 7. When you find 2 by 7, you will get 0.285714. If you observe something properly, from here it started 285714. Okay? From these same 6 digits, order has changed, order of repetition has changed. 2857, then this 14 has come next to 7. So, this is the value of 2 by 7. Now, I have to find in between this an irrational number. How can I find? It is so simple. 0.14, 14 after and 28 prior. That means little more than 14, little less than 28 I have to find. So, I am taking, I will take 2, that can be taken 2. So, 2 0 3 4 0 5 0 0 7 8 0 6 and so on. This is an irrational number. I produced a transcendental irrational number in fact. So, transcendental irrational number I produced in fact, which is neither terminating non-recurring, but lying between 0.14 and 0.28. So, this is the number, an irrational lying between 1 by 7 and 2 by 7, that is it. So, this is the easiest way of finding irrational numbers between given two numbers. Okay? Find their decimal expansion form, and between that their decimal expansion form you write some transcendental irrational number, that is it. Okay? With this I will wind up today's session. Take care of yourself. Jai Hind. Thank you.